It is now 11:16. You have no doubt noticed we have a split show tonight. Betsy Kling at the crib and not the one in the middle of Lake Erie, right?
Yeah, exactly. Not the one that is the water intake for the city of Cleveland. No, I am home tonight because one of my kids, we got that call that parents are right now dreading getting, that one of our children was a close contact of a positive COVID case at school. So the policy is you quarantine, you test after a certain amount of time. If that test is negative, they can go back to school after a full week off. So we are waiting it out right now. So hopefully I'll be taking a test tomorrow. When it's negative, I'll be back in, and Russ, you're stuck with me once again.
It's all
but
good.
For now,
but again, so,
you have to deal with me this way.
But so far, so good, right?
Yeah, and everybody's fine. No worries. As a matter of fact, boredom completely set in today. So it's kind of like we have reverted back a month rather than a year, because there's a lot of just bored kids sitting around because there wasn't tons to do outside. We did have the rain that came through periodically in the afternoon. Tomorrow we're still going to have some rain chances, but it's a little bit slim as far as those rain chances go. Fog is probably going to be the first thing you notice when you wake up in the morning. So we may have some peaks of sun around, but I think areas of fog will be prevalent across the area. We're going to start the day in the 60s. We will get it into the 70s, so it's going to be warm and muggy as we get into the afternoon. I think some peaks of sunshine will be hanging around with us, too. There's a look at visibilities around northeast Ohio right now. We do have some light fog that is settling across northeast Ohio. We are expecting this fog to thicken up as we go through the night tonight. But you can see, as far as the radar goes, we don't have a ton of rain that is showing up. There are a few areas where we're seeing some showers, specifically down around Worcester, down toward Bolivar, and over toward Sugar Creek in Tuscarawas County, and then farther west out toward Fitchville area. We're getting some of these just scattered showers that are generally moving through from southwest to northeast at this point. All of this is associated with a larger storm system that is circulating across the Great Lakes region. This whole thing is just going to kind of sit. We don't have a really clear-cut forecast picture for you for the next several days because we don't have a clear path from west to east through the country as far as the atmosphere goes. Things are just rather unsettled, locked in place, unfortunately. We have to go way out west, and by way out west, I do mean like barely on the west coast here. This is where we're actually seeing the weather pattern that is going to move things along. That won't translate to our area until we get probably 7 to 10 days from now. So we're kind of stuck. All right, let's take a look at the fog potential as we go through the night tonight. This patchy fog that we have now that's rather light will start to thicken up. It becomes more dense as we get into the start of the day tomorrow. Restricted visibilities down to less than a mile possible across much of northeast Ohio, so just be advised you may need a couple extra minutes as you step out the door in the morning. If we go hour by hour in your National Design Mart forecast, these isolated shower chances basically stick around tonight. Then tomorrow morning with the fog, you may notice some mist and sprinkles. Temperatures generally in the low 60s to begin the day. By midday, we're right back up around 70 degrees. We get that little bit of heating. You'll see some sun peaks that pop out. That could also trigger a few isolated shower chances to pop up as we get into the heat of the day. But right now, it still looks like we're going to manage to get back into the 70s through the afternoon. Into the evening, it looks like it should be pretty nice for us, too. We are expecting a northeasterly wind, so if you're one of the lucky ones that may be heading out on the boat, it's going to be a little choppy out there. Here's your Union Home Mortgage forecast. Look at that. We're going to be in the mid-70s tomorrow, low and mid-70s around northeast Ohio. Then by the time we hit Wednesday, I think we're going to get it right back into the mid and upper 70s. We will have a little bit of a settling effect with rain likely on Thursday, so the temperatures come down a little bit. Then we're going to take another swing. We're going to set it up for a warming trend late weekend into early next week. Russ, a week from today, we're talking 80 degrees, but as you know, this time of the year, it doesn't stick around long. We won't be for 80 for that long. We'll be back into the 70s in the extended forecast. We'll have a look at sports coming up next.